And welcome back. We have our final match of the day. It's our second semifinal. Olympic Club taking on USA Blue. Winner here moves on to the championship game tomorrow against the New York Athletic Club. We're here at the Speaker Aquatics Complex in Berkeley, California. And this is the Olympic Club in the dark caps, USA Blue in the white. Both of these teams winning earlier today to reach this match. Outside attempt there is saved out. Olympic Club going with John Sibley in goal. McQuinn Barron starts for USA Blue. Looking from the outside. Blue on the attack. This is Luca Cupido. Cupido takes a look. Nothing there. Ramirez. Cupido inside. Double team. Steal by Olympic Club. Paul Reynolds comes up for the takeaway. Final match of day one of the National League Championship. Back at it tomorrow, 9 a.m. 7th place game. Taking up to 1:30 p.m. Pacific time for the championship. Shot clock to 5 for Olympic Club. About to expire. No time left. And to wave off that attempt. It was field blocked, but the shot clock expired before it went off. On the other end now, USA Blue controlling. Exclusion. Olympic Club excluded. And USA Blue will get the chance here on the power play. Greg Meskel, John Abdu here with you for the semifinal match. Ramirez, Cupido now. Inside and a score. On the bounce, Jackson Kimball.
What a great feed from Cupido. Cupido steps in, locks the goalie down, gets the ball inside of the post for Kimball. He's able to turn his shoulders and finish. Yeah. You want to do this one?
Under 6 to play, first quarter, 1-0 lead for USA Blue. Olympic Club trying to go over the top for a goal, not to be. And McQuinn Barron takes control. And we're going to go to the bullpen here now. Dan Layson going to join us.
I'll do 9 a.m.
In place of Coach John Abdu.
Hello, Greg.
Hey, how are you, Coach?
I'm good. I've been better after that last game.
Yeah. My apologies.
Oh, sheesh.
Olympic Club working towards the goal. Cupido guarding Monsees. And the ball pops loose. What you don't know, Coach, is that we were taking bets on if you'd use your last time out with under a minute left. And thankfully, both you and Coach Rodriguez came through.
Came through meaning that we did? Or
Yes, that you used them, yeah. Can't waste those teachable moments.
Trying to find something positive.
I hear you. 4:42 to go in the first quarter. Carnelia, Dunstan back to Carnelia. He'll give a look on this direct shot attempt, and it's stopped there by Sibley. But they'll say it touched the end line, so a new shot clock here at 2 meters for USA Blue. Ordinary called, Cupido. They go inside, and another goal. USA Blue goes ahead on the Ben Halleck delivery, and now a 2-0 lead.
Young phenom, Ben Halleck. Very talented center. Playing against Brian Alexander, Olympian in 2008, yeah? No?
He was training with the national team, made some world championship squads. But a guy that was in the mix did not get selected for an Olympic team, though.
He didn't.
He did not.
Well, there's an example of poor color commentary.
Brian, feel free to fast forward through this part of the game. We don't want to bring up any old rough memories.
He was one of the last people that didn't make it.
He was. But I know a guy they certainly credit with their success in '08, helped them get ready for that big event. 4:05 to go in the first period. And a 2-0 lead for USA Blue. They try and go back the other way. They find Paul Reynolds. Always around the goal, Reynolds connects.
Paul Reynolds. Great, small right-handed driver. Very quick, smart. Always able to find room in front of the goal to receive the ball. Had the pleasure of coaching Paul at UCLA, and he is an amazing driver, an amazing swimmer. All-around great guy.
And able to get the Olympic Club on the board. A 2-1 game, expecting this to be a close affair between the second and third seeds here coming into the weekend. Shot clock to 7. They go back into Alex Rolsey. He tries a reverse spin, draws a penalty, rather an exclusion. Or is it a penalty? It is a penalty.
Yeah.
First thought was right there.
Nice pass from Cupido. Able to pass without a foul to the center, crossing the ball one side of the pool to the other.
And Rolsa buries it on the penalty try, making it 3-1 in favor of USA Blue. Alex Rolsa from the Netherlands was in the Dutch national team pipeline. But his mom born in the U.S., and he spent some time living in Chicago at one point when he was younger, so had the opportunity to play for either country, and now a member of Team USA.
And they're very pleased to have him, I'm sure.
Certainly.
Very young and very big and talented player.
On the other end, a save there by McQuinn Barron.
It's Paul Reynolds with the shot, trying to surprise the goalie a little bit.
Dunstan on the other end, looking for some room. And he's knocked down a little forcefully there. That'll be an exclusion. And a timeout called. Reynolds, the excluded player. And Coach Coker calls for time.
You know, I thought Dunstan was embellishing a little bit on that. Don't usually see Paul Reynolds make those type of plays, but we all know embellishment's a significant part of the game.
Unable to work to their advantage. 2:55 to go in the first period. 3-1 the lead for USA Blue, champs of the National League a year ago. And trying to repeat here, although all roads lead through the New York Athletic Club in 2016.
Have you noticed the size of the young players that are in our national teams program at this point, and the youth team players, and they all seem like it's a lot of really big, strong players these days.
Yeah, definitely be able to track down some guys with some size and some water polo talent. And you're seeing that, I think, at a couple of the different levels, not just senior with guys like Rolsa who are on the younger side, but also bring some good size. But a guy like Tim Simmons, who we saw who plays here at Cal, big lefty that's played in the pipeline a couple of years back, and it goes from there.
Well, that youth team we just played got some big guys on it too.
Doesn't hurt to have some size in the game of water polo. And the ball, and a goal is scored.
You know, size is not the only important factor, though.
That's true.
As we've seen, it can't be the be-all, end-all for judging players. quickness, speed, toughness, all of these types of things are still need to be considered.
Well, we've talked about some of those players today. Someone like Tony Azevedo, not the biggest guy you'll ever see in a water polo game, around that 6-foot mark.
Yep. And he's always been able to excel.
Look at the women's game. Brenda Villa, maybe one of the best to ever play it. Certainly in the discussion, only about 5'4".
Yep.
So it certainly doesn't hurt you, but it doesn't necessarily, as you say, the end-all be-all. Not a absolute requirement to have success. That one bangs off the post. Outside attempt there.
Max Irving with the counterattack.
And here's Irving ahead of the crowd. 3 Olympic Club athletes giving chase. Irving moving in. He is stuffed. Sibley turns away that attempt. Irving had to go. They were giving chase.
Yep. He made a nice move to stay away from the defenders behind him, but the goalie was up to the task.
The exclusion. Dunstan excluded. And a timeout called.
It's Thomas Agramonte with a post-up move to draw the kick out.
Just about 90 seconds to play. First quarter. Good start here for USA Blue, but you understand the O Club timeout here. They look at this as a pretty good opportunity to make it a 2-goal game.
This will be an important 6-on-5 for them. Rule is, if you want to have success, you got to be effective on your man up, and you got to play effective man down defense. Similar to power plays in hockey.
Sure.
It's important to capitalize on these opportunities.
Well, those stats so often tell the story of a game. I'm sure you're a coach. After a game, one of the first questions you're wondering is, what was our conversion rate? And how many times were we kicked out? How many times did we draw exclusions?
Exactly. There are occasional games where you could have a very poor ratio of conversion on 6-on-5 and still win the game, but those are pretty rare.
Yeah. It's kind of like the height thing. You don't need it to win, but sure does it help.
Yes.
Out of the timeout, Olympic Club on the advantage. Here's Reynolds, works it around the perimeter. Couple of cross passes. Sidearm is denied by Barron, sides even.
Pretty good ball movement there by the Olympic Club. Opened up. I believe that was Mulcahy shooting.
Looks like it, former Cal Bear.
Yep.
Here's Cupido, current Cal Bear. Under a minute to play, first quarter. Irving. They'll go across the way. They try and go inside, Chancellor Ramirez, but deflected, and then the shot clock expired, and now Sibley will take a look.
O Club got away with one on defense there. They were in a vulnerable position, but were able to escape.
And then Irving pops up out of nowhere, makes that steal.
Great awareness by Max Irving.
Shot clock is off, 25 seconds to play, first quarter. Cupido. Good look inside. Swatted away as Kimball's turned back by Sibley. And now the leak out. Olympic Club here with a big chance. Ahead of the field, moving in. 5 seconds left. Barron denies that one. No dice for Bellerin. Thanks to Barron. End of the first, a 4-1 lead for USA Blue. We're back after this.
You've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Second quarter underway. Semi-final round here in the National League Championship, and USA Blue off to a great start, leading the Olympic Club 4-1. Dan Layson and Greg Meskel here with you, up above the pool here at the Speaker Aquatics Complex in Berkeley. And Olympic Club gets the turnover there.
Luca Cupido with the attempted 5-meter foul shot.
On the other end, just an ordinary.
Good aggressive move by Mulcahy.
Barron gets left hand on that one. So the ball comes back in. New shot clock here for Oak Club, early moments of this second quarter. Monsees inside, and a penalty. Colin Mulcahy working in close. And this will come to Paul Reynolds for the penalty try to try and get Oak Club within 2. Reynolds versus Barron, and Reynolds scores, goes low, and a 4-2 game.
Great effort by Colin Mulcahy again on the wing. Moving in as a post-up player and just making a really, really aggressive move. That's where he likes to operate, down there on the 2-meter line. And he's a very aggressive attacking player, tough to guard.
Here's Chancellor Ramirez. Another one of those UCLA Bruins. Jackson Kimball. Cupido and a steal. Peter Sefton, right place, right time. Monsees. A few fakes. Tries to go cross cage. Barron got enough of that one to tip it out.
Olympic Club center was Peter Sefton. Did not make it down to the 2-meter line that time. They didn't have a center in play. Now he's down there.
Alexander. A bunch of fakes. And Barron there for the stop. Ramirez on the outlet. And then a goal scored on the other end. .5:35 to play. Second quarter, now a 5-2 game. So USA Blue maintains control here after Olympic Club got it to within 2 on that Reynolds goal. They brought it back to a 5-2 game. Alexander holding out high, shot clock to 7. And inside the 5 on that direct shot after the foul, but it would have been field blocked anyway by Irving.
That could be one of the confusing calls for spectators who don't really know the game is why was the ball turned over in that particular instance? You're allowed to shoot on a foul, a direct foul shot outside the 5-meter line. If you're inside, it's a turnover, and that was the case on that.
Have to pass that ball, can't shoot it. And so no matter what had happened, the official already knew to blow that whistle and send play the other way. Under 5 minutes to play here, first half. Irving.
Looking for his own 5-meter shot.
Now he's beyond 5 here, but in that case, he just missed wide. And that's a little cat and mouse game around that 5-meter area. A lot of guys have really made a living off of that ordinary foul right around 5, hovering at the 5. They try and drift beyond 5 meters to kind of convince everyone they were there when they were fouled. See it happen a lot, especially internationally. That is such a huge deal.
Yes. Yep. The players are smart out there.
Olympic Club on the other end.
That's just a great effort by Marin Ballerin right there. He's just working so hard at the center position. He was working really hard on the possession before. He came down and did it again. He created that whole offense, that goal, through his hard work. You know, one of the things that's interesting about the 5-meter foul shot is that originally it was put in place to sort of lessen the amount of wrestling that's involved in the game. And all it does really is create another position where there's a lot of wrestling.
They just moved the wrestling to the 5-meter line.
Well, now you have the center wrestling and the 5-meter wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't create more movement at all.
Yeah, probably the first couple of games there was some more movement. Then once everyone figured out, all I got to do is camp out around this 5-meter area, draw a foul, and then I'm going to have a crazy good look at the goal.
Yes.
That changed everything.
Yeah, become good at drawing a foul on the 5-meter line, and you can shoot.
Irving pours it in, an exclusion.
Nice pass by Max Irving. He very easily could have shot that ball, but he saw the center open, dumped it in.
6-on-5 for USA Blue. Cupido gives a look. He no-looked it over there on the right side to Bennett Williams, who wasn't ready for it. Irving. Cupido. Luca Cupido on the money for USA Blue. Makes it 6-3 with 3:35 to go first half.
Nice shot by Luca Cupido. That's a hesitation release where the shooter hesitates during his shooting motion and kind of throws the goalie off, and You could see he went donut.
There it is.
Is that a donut or not?
Well, we don't know what he said in the water, but we know the ball went over the keeper's head.
I think he was going for that for sure.
Six to 3, the lead for USA Blue. Here's Alexander. And Barron got a couple of hands on that. And a new shot clock for the O Club. Ball tipped away. Irving back to Barron. And an extended possession for Olympic Club doesn't pay off. Great look inside, wheeling towards the goal, but Sibley's there to stop the attempt from Carnelia. Alexander now pushing the tempo for the Olympic Club. Moving in. Comes near side, catch and release there, and saved by Barron on the Viralis attempt. And a timeout called by USA Blue with 2:20 to play, ahead 6 to 3. So we see a timeout called here. If you're Coach Jack Coker, you're ahead 6 to 3. You call for time. Why this timeout now? What are they looking to accomplish?
Well, I think the play had gone back and forth several times, and it was getting a little bit sloppy. And this is a good opportunity for Coach Coker to settle things down. They have an they don't have. Are they up a play or no? He's just trying to settle the play down.
I think just a timeout, yeah.
So he can set up a front court offense where they can control the ball and see if they can get something good out of it. It's interesting with these FINA rules to have one timeout every quarter.
Yeah, we were just talking about that in the last game.
Yeah.
Really, it does a couple of things. You know, it kind of takes the timeouts out of the game a little bit, and the idea that in the old way, that was kind of part of a coach's management. How are you going to strategically use these timeouts? Now you get to the end of a game, you just have that one to work with no matter how you slice it.
Yep, presents a new challenge. We'll see what they come up with here.
The exclusion called.
Thomas Agramonte holding a little too long on the free pass. Is that what you saw?
I'm going to leave it to you, Coach.
That's what I think it was.
On the redirect in close, and it's off the bar. And nearly hits the end line. And now side's even. Cupido tries to go behind his head. Ends up right in the hands of the Olympic Club.
It was a tricky pass by Cupido that created a counterattack for Olympic Club. High risk. He's able to catch up, though.
Ordinary called. Minute 30 to go, first half. 6 to 3, USA Blue in the lead. Entry 2 meters, the step out and stuffed home. Sefton connecting in close.
Peter Sefton, he's a big body in there. That was a powerful move. Had the guard pinned behind him. Quick shot.
And makes it a 6-4 game, so Olympic Club making sure they're still in this match as we work towards halftime.
It's an important goal for them. I thought the referee might have been able to call hooking there on the center, where he reaches under the defender's arm and pulls him down, but no call was made, and it's a goal.
You see Coach Coker on the sideline demonstrating some technique there to the rest of the squad on the bench.
The players on the bench have to hear about the mistakes of the players in the, in the game.
Minute remaining first half. Shot clock to 8 for USA Blue. Rolsa, 2 on the shot clock. Off the post. Rebound right in front for USA Blue. And an exclusion will go against an Olympic Club player. It'll be on number 10, Peter Virales.
Heavily protested, but you know what? Ben Halleck did a really good job of moving the ball away from the defenders. He kept it in his possession. Drew the kick out, drew the exclusion.
Here's Irving on the 6-on-5. Cupido, a couple of fakes. Skip and in. A nasty delivery there for Nick Carnelia, the Cal Bear.
One thing I've noticed lately about Nick Carnelia is that his shooting is really improving a lot. He's a very hard-working player, very fast, big, physical. So with his shooting improvement, I expect a lot from him this coming season.
From the Lodi, California area.
Recruited heavily by yours truly. Denied.
The one that got away. It's good you can have a sense of humor about it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what can we do?
30 seconds to play, second quarter. 7-4 USA Blue.
So the referee pulled the ball out here because Olympic Club or USA Blue had 7 players in the water. They didn't catch it off the lineup, which they should have. That's why they pulled the ball out.
Entry to Reynolds. He's double teamed, and Carnelia comes up with it. You always, I think, see the officials kind of wonder about the intent there. Was it confusion? Were they trying to have an extra player in there, or were they just not paying attention and kind of award any sort of penalty based off of that? End of the quarter here. Kimball submerged. He'll get a chance here on the ordinary. And it is field blocked and skips away. End of the first half. USA Blue leading Olympic Club 7-4 in this National League Championship semifinal. We will return to Berkeley with the third quarter. You're watching National League Championship action live on USA Water Polo TV.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
And we're back, third quarter underway here in Berkeley. USA Blue leading Olympic Club 7-4. Dan Layson and Greg Meskel here in Berkeley.
That's Peter Sefton at center again, working against Jackson Kimball.
Top of the perimeter. Alexander, 3 on the clock, and Barron knocks it away, but a new shot clock for the O Club. Deflected and scored. A broken play results in a tally for the Olympic Club and Zach Monsees.
That was a little bit lucky there for Olympic Club, but I'm not even sure to which player Mulcahy was throwing it, but it ended up in the right hands.
Let's get a second look at this. It seemed like they were going maybe center cage, but it deflected its way towards Monsees, and they'll take it.
Right in his hand. Perfect.
And now just a 2-goal game in the early moments of the third. Outside of being on the fortunate end of a deflection, what else can Olympic Club do to work their way back?
Well, they got to take it one possession at a time and make sure they're strong defensively. Can't give up easy position to these guys. And then make the most of their opportunities when they get them. That's a good way to start the third quarter if you're down 3 with a goal right away.
Off the post. Ramirez. And now Olympic Club can make it a 1-goal game.
They're up on the counterattack. Let's see if they can get something out of it.
Reynolds tries to go inside, dangerous pass, and a steal there by Bennett Williams. But then they turn it over. O Club will have it right back.
That's another of the confusing whistles that happened for spectators. That was a player from the USA team being over-aggressive and trying to gain an advantage against an O Club player in transition the opposite direction. And the referee judged that it was too egregious and called an offensive foul. So O Club with possession of the ball.
Opening minute and a half of the third quarter, and O Club with another big opportunity. They go up on the 6-on-5. The exclusion there against Jackson Kimball.
Kimball just got a little bit too high out of the water, pushing down on Sefton at the center position. That's an easy call for the referee.
Reynolds, Monsees, 1-goal game. Zach Monsees hitting 7-6. O Club on the comeback trail with 6:10 to play in the third.
Good quick ball movement by O Club that time. You know, the greatest advantage of having a 6-on-5 is that you can move the ball freely around the outside, and yet a lot of times you don't see teams really using that to their advantage, but the great teams on 6-on-5 will move the ball very, very quickly, forcing the defense and the goalkeeper to move.
So USA Blue here has to be careful. They've let Olympic Club back into this game, and now just a 1-goal contest.
Good start for Olympic Club. Should make sure they have 6 defenders out there on this possession.
A steal on the perimeter. Cupido perhaps looking for a foul, but instead it was Monsees. First a goal, now a steal. Here comes the O Club.
Perfect example of the amount of wrestling that happens on the 5-meter line. It's almost like the center position sometimes.
Working towards the goal, stepping out and tying the game. Travis Bickham.
Travis Bickham just drove what's called ball side. So he was between his defender and the ball, received the ball in the water, made a powerful move and scored against a strong defender. It's a good, strong move by Bickham.
.5:32 to play. Third quarter, all tied at 7. Olympic Club has rallied with 3 unanswered here in the third. This was a 7-4 game at the half. That's how you work your way back into a contest.
Absolutely.
Ramirez working inside for Halleck. He's trying to break free. Draws an exclusion. Looked like O Club thought it was a penalty at first, but just the exclusion is the call.
Now Ben Halleck is very strong with his left hand. There's a nice shot by Chancellor Ramirez.
Strong with his right and puts USA Blue ahead 8-7. The exclusion there had gone against Viralis. And USA Blue stops that 3-goal run by O Club to make it 8-7.
It's tough to defend against a center that can go make moves either direction. So having a left hand, the ability to use your left hand is a valuable skill for centers.
Viralis saved out. Carnelia knocked down on the perimeter. Ordinary foul called. Now they work inside. Cupido trying to break free. Double team. Passes back out, but stolen away.
Nice double team there.
JP McDonnell able to come up with the ball. One goal game, USA Blue ahead. The exclusion. Rolsa goes off. And they'll pull the ball out here for a moment.
Someone's got to tie their cap. You can see what Olympic Club is doing. If their center is blocked, they're bringing in a post-up player on the goal post nearest to us, and that's been really effective for them. It's good sound tactics if your center's having trouble establishing position to try to use a post-up player on the other post.
Back to live action, 6 out of 5 here for the O Club, trying to tie the game up once more. Even at 7-7, now down 8-7. Ball near side. Side's coming even. McDonnell, field blocked. Carnelia was there, Ramirez, and USA Blue kills off the advantage.
O Club ended up there with a shot that it's probably not their preference to work so hard and then have the shot come from there on a 6-on-5.
Jackson Kimball posting up. He draws an exclusion. It'll go against Sage Wright. And a timeout called by USA Blue with under 3 to play in the third quarter, ahead 8-7.
Jackson Kimball made the classic exclusion move there where he reaches out of the water as if he's going for the ball and pulls his hand back to simulate the defender pulling him back. It's a visually very easy for the referee to make an exclusion call. And that's also a skill, that good centers have, this ability to draw exclusions. Sometimes it's better to draw an exclusion than it is to try to shoot the ball because you maintain possession of the ball, and if you have an effective 6-on-5, you're controlling the game a little bit more than maybe taking a risky 2-meter shot.
Good look there at Coach Coker and some of the Berkeley scenery here. Just off Bancroft here, the Speaker Aquatics Complex.
This can be an intimidating place to play if you're an opponent when you're playing against Cal and the stands are filled. It's very loud with the big walls around. Great environment.
Yeah, very historic vibe here. You don't see too many pools set up this way. Cupido. Irving off the bar. It was deflected as well. Carnelia controls. Sides coming even. Carnelia facing the rush, and a save there by Sibley.
Big save by Sibley.
Now they push ahead, Sage Wright. Here's Sage Wright advancing the ball. Has some help. Looking inside, nothing there. And he'll pull the ball back out. Now cross pass here. Cage was open for a moment. Shot clock to 4. Reynolds. Lob attempt. Barron backpedaling. But right in front, in perfect position, Monsi's able to draw the exclusion against Ben Halleck.
Lucky bounce for O Club.
They'll take it, under 2 to play, trailing by a goal. Winner moves on to play the New York Athletic Club tomorrow for the championship, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Skip attempt by Reynolds, swatted away by Barron. Out of play, ball back in at 2 meters, new shot clock.
Both teams even now.
After the ordinary, hang on. They're going to wave this one off inside 5 on the restart, so no goal. And it stays a 1-goal lead for USA Blue.
Hard for us to tell from this angle, but he did seem like he was pretty close.
Yeah, it is definitely a judgment call at times. You saw in the London Olympics, they used lights on the bottom of the pool to try and help illuminate that, but then when the water's moving, it's tough to tell.
Yep.
And on the other end, Cupido stopped short by Sibley. Under a minute to go, third quarter. 8-7 the lead for USA Blue. O Club looking for the equalizer once more.
Paul Reynolds working in the middle.
They'll get it to him. Cupido, he sails it high, couldn't put it on Cage. And it comes back to Barron.
Paul Reynolds in need of oxygen at this moment. He was working hard down the pool.
Yeah, looks a bit gassed as he heads down, and could be an advantage here for USA Blue. Cupido will have a look if they get it to him. Carnelia looking for an angle. Exclusion. And a score. A power play goal for Nick Carnelia after Sefton is excluded. A 2-goal lead.
I believe that the referee missed a call there. That should have been there was a clear punch thrown by a player from USA Blue, and no call was made.
See if we can back it up a little further maybe. And a timeout called by the Olympic Club. 9-7, Coach Chris Lathrop definitely looking for a different call than what was called. The lead for USA Blue. They take advantage. Sun setting here in Berkeley. And a timeout as we put things together here.
Both players in front of the goal were tangled up, but I saw a clear punching motion from, I believe, Alex Rolsa. Call did not go in the Olympic Club's favor.
And so another goal there for USA Blue. Now the O Club will try and close out this third if they can with a positive result. So final play here for Olympic Club. They nearly throw it away. They'll hang on to it. Morales controls. Cross pass in front and a goal. O Club gets it back. Colin Mulcahy right in front.
Great driving by Colin Mulcahy right there. He seems to be able to create, to get open in such a short space and then receive a nice pass from the opposite wing.
And now let's take a quick look back at that previous play, the non-call that led to an exclusion. It's going to be on the other way down here. And we'll look at it later on. Continuing here, 9-8. 5 seconds left. Cupido tries to get a shot off, can't do it. And that's the end of 3. A 9-8 lead for USA Blue, but we have 8 more minutes to go in this one to decide who will play Nyack for the title. We're coming back with the 4th after this. Back here in Berkeley, and let's take a look at that play from the end of the 3rd that led to a power play goal. Dan, take a look here at 2 meters.
See the players tangled up. I think that should be a double exclusion. I
Sure.
mean, they're clearly both holding each other, and to give one player advantage over the other in that situation doesn't make sense. They're both going at it, so to speak.
Yeah. You can at least understand there why Olympic Club was wondering how only was there an exclusion on them.
Yes. So tough for the referee to see and interpret what's going on.
And all in a bang-bang fashion. I mean, that happens in a hurry, and then you have to try and sort it all out.
But not only that, the players are smart in embellishing and giving the appearance that one thing's happening when the reality is that something different's happening. And that's part of our sport. I believe it's part of all sports, but I think
Sure.
that when water's hiding, I don't know, 90% of the players' bodies, it becomes even more important.
8 minutes on the clock, 1 more quarter to go in this semifinal match. Winner will play for the title tomorrow of the 2016 National League. And the opening sprint controlled by O Club. Don't forget, use the hashtag USAWPNL when talking about National League on social media. And all these games archived at youtube.com/USAWP. McQuinn Barron there to halt the Agramonte delivery. Olympic Club takes a look. Still plenty of time. Bickham. And taken away. Cupido just leaps up and snatches it out of the passing lane. And now he's on the move. Lost the handle, picks it back up. Cupido going one-on-one. Whirling inside, trying to break free. Double team coming. Now draws the ordinary. And Olympic Club recovers.
Luca Cupido, so strong. He almost had the turn there. Great steal at the other end.
Shot clock down to 6, though, after all that. Rolsa. 2 on the clock, and left of the cage. And what was such a promising start to that offensive possession becomes a miss wide left.
Quite possible that his teammates thought Luca was going to try to shoot that ball and decided not to swim down, and then once he didn't shoot.
They were not in the right position to help.
Yep.
Ordinary called. Minute and a half gone by, fourth quarter. 9-8 lead for USA Blue. This game was tied at 7-7. Blue went ahead 7-4. A save there by Barron. O Club rallied with 3 straight. And then Barron comes up with a steal here to take it away in front.
Yet another rebound that fell right in front of the Olympic Club center. Ballerin unable to handle that one this time.
Rolsa. Shot clock to 2. Cupido. Oh, what a laser from Luca Cupido.
My goodness.
From
Wow.
the outside, a 10-8 lead.
What a shot. He's such a talented attacking player. He's dangerous all the time. Just made that one look easy.
Cupido, this is from just a bit downtown.
The ball could not have been any closer to the post without going out, hitting the post and going out. Great shot.
Might have surprised the goalie, too, thinking
Yeah.
he wouldn't shoot with any accuracy from that distance.
He can and he will.
And he just did. And it's a 10-8 lead for USA Blue. Alexander. That one nearly snuck past Barron on the attempt from Mulcahy. He was able to ricochet it off his forearm, off the post and away. A long outlet pass. Here's Cupido. 10-8 lead for USA Blue, looking for more. Cupido, the lob, and that is just off the mark. Had to have the perfect touch. It went too far.
Luca with a full court chase. Great hustle to get back.
Agramani, shot clock to 9. Over past Alexander. Down to 2 seconds left, and he'll toss it aside. And the wise move there, as USA Blue was already leaking out, ready for the counter.
You didn't think you should have tried the Luca Cupido long bomb?
You'd understand if you wanted to try and match it, but instead a timeout is called as USA Blue has it ahead 2.
Luca Cupido looks to be in very fit right now, swimming up and down the pool, very aggressive all the time, chasing back hard. Impressed with his level of play.
We talked about those national team workouts. A lot of swimming going on there. And it's got him in a good fitness level.
Yep. That's what I hear. We wish those guys the best in Rio. It's going to be a tough tournament as always.
Yeah, no easy outs in that one.
Although people are saying this year that it's across the board maybe a weaker Olympics for national teams than in the past. I think Serbia is clearly the most dominant team leading up to it, but You know, they haven't had great success in the Olympics.
It's true, and I think some people look at it like, yes, Serbia is the team to beat, but there's not a 2008 Hungary sitting out there where it's such an obvious pick. They're just so loaded and so difficult. There is no New York Athletic Club in the Olympics this year.
Yeah, those Hungarian teams were incredible.
Ordinary called as USA Blue controls. And they draw the kick out. And one more goal here is going to make things pretty difficult for Olympic Club. 6-on-5, Cornelia. Exclusion on Alexander. Dunstan. Ramirez, too much on it.
Game appears to be getting more and more physical. Players getting a little bit more tired, but really playing hard. You can see the Olympic Club center is taking a while to get down the pool.
Alexander's attempt tipped out by Barron. Under 4 to play. Now Oak Club's got to start worrying about the clock here.
They're still okay if they can get one. We'll see if they try to run something on this side of the pool. They're having problems establishing position at center.
That's a much-needed score for the Oak Club. Colin Mulcahy makes it a 1-goal game.
You see how he was working hard to try to get the defender to commit so that he could maybe draw a foul on the 5-meter line, and Ramirez was unwilling to commit, so he just decided to shoot. And I think he decided to shoot donut. Sometimes shooting over the head on a goalkeeper that's as tall as McQuinn Barron is, or over the shoulder even, is a good shot because with such long arms, it can be hard to get, cover over the head. Turned out to be true in this case.
Yeah, benefit of those long arms, you can get to pretty much any corner, but as you said, maybe it does leave you a little vulnerable. Underneath the arms and the skip, right over the head.
Yep, over the shoulder too.
Nine on the shot clock. Cupido looking for a call, not to be. Goes inside, it's tipped up and out of play. Looking for Rolsa. And Oak Club very much in the mix right now, down just a goal, under 3 to play.
Cupido got a little frustrated on that play. He maybe thought that someone was interfering with him while he was trying to shoot the ball.
Here's Varales. Morales tries to thread it inside to Sage right. Nobody home. Barron comes up with it. Timeout situation. USA Blue has used theirs. Oak Club with their 1 timeout left. Dunstan off the bar. Rebound to Oak Club and Peter Varales.
Talking earlier about only having 1 timeout per quarter, it's a dilemma for a coach to use that timeout early in the quarter. Of course, at the end, you're not going to have it.
That's why it's always a little surprising in kind of a close-esque game when you see it used earlier.
Yep. Or used in a 6-on-6 situation versus a 6-on-5.
Sure, sure.
But sometimes you might need that timeout to get you back into into the game, and then you don't have it.
Here's a free timeout as Paul Reynolds goes searching for his cap.
Sometimes when players are really, really tired, they've been known to possibly untie their own caps.
I don't believe it.
welcome rest after the excuse me. Play's been going up and back, and it's been very physical.
Reynolds got the cap back on. Under 2 to play in the fourth. A lot of commotion at 2 meters. Here's Oak Club looking for the tie. Just off the mark.
Wow.
A decent angle there. The shooter has yet to surface. And a double exclusion is the call.
I agree with that.
Mulcahy and Carnelia. Mulcahy was underwater for quite a while after that shot.
Yeah, we're just waiting for him to come up. Surface for air. You can see how he tried to shoot the ball across cage from such a sharp angle, though, which is really a good shot, but he just barely missed it.
Minute 41 to go. Olympic Club with only a handful of possessions left to try and tie this game. Winner will play New York Athletic Club for the title tomorrow. Cupido, here's a chance after the ordinary. A little out of position, but he'll wind up, goes past Dunstan. Now wheeling inside Ramirez. Skip is in! Chancellor Ramirez. And USA Blue goes ahead 2 with 1:25 to play.
Right under Sibley's arm, cross cage from a sharp angle.
Beautifully done there from Chancellor Ramirez. And you thought the whole time Cupido shot after the ordinary, but instead deals off, and the pass opens up everything.
Yeah. You can see it's just really good ball movement by USA Blue. Cupido saw that another defender had come to shot block him, leaving someone else open, and that player made one more pass to the wing. Good attack by USA Blue. Important goal.
Huge goal as it makes it a 2-goal game once again.
Yeah, Oak Club's got to answer back right here, or they might be in trouble.
Kick out. Reynolds, Sage right, 6-on-5 here. Monsees, Viralis, right, Reynolds. Around the horn they work it. Monsees, field blocked away, and that probably will do the job here for USA Blue. They kill off that power play under a minute to go, ahead 2. Big defensive stop in the final minute.
I would have liked to have seen Paul Reynolds shoot that ball right off the exclusion before the defense was set. Just take the risk. Not much time left in the game and no timeouts.
Shot clock to 10. Here's Rolsa. 3 on the clock, 2, spinning and scoring, and that's game.
What a shot by Alex Rolsa. Just so big and strong, and then cross cage from a sharp angle. Good shot.
This was a 1-goal game just moments ago, but back-to-back goals from USA Blue. This, the final nail in the coffin. Rolsa, 360 cross cage into the corner. 12-9 USA Blue.
But Oak Club played really well in this game, fought hard. They just a little bit overmatched. And I believe this is the result that would be expected.
Very much in the mix to win this one, but it'll be USA Blue, and they will get a chance to defend their crown tomorrow at 1:30 against the New York Athletic Club in the National League Championship match. And it'll be Alumni versus Olympic Club for 3rd place. Final seconds tick away, and that's the match. A 12-9 win for USA Blue. They defeat the Olympic Club to advance. We're back at it tomorrow, 9 a.m., 7th place game. We'll take you all the way up to the championship at 1:30. We'll have it right here on USA Water Polo TV. Dan, 12-9, the final here. USA Blue, they figure out a way to close it out strong.
Yep, just too big and strong across the board, too talented, and I think probably in a little bit better shape than Olympic Club. And excellent goaltending from McQuinn. Oak Club just fell a little bit short. It was a really good game.
12-9 the final. USA Blue takes it. They advance to take on New York tomorrow. Come back and join us tomorrow morning starting at 9 a.m. for all the action on the final day of the National League Championship. That'll do it for us here tonight in Berkeley. To our broadcast partners, John Abdu, Kirk Evers, Dan Layson, Greg Meskel, and thanks to our entire crew. We will see you tomorrow right back here in Berkeley. Have a great evening, everyone.